I swear, this is episode 2, eh? Episode 2?
Episode 2.
Of the Half Certain Podcasts.
We got a name. Steven got the name, right?
Yes, Half Certain.
We got it done.
I had to consult AI for it, actually, didn't you?
Oh, did you actually?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, he sent me a list of names that AI came up
AI
with.
for everything now.
Yeah.
AI for everything.
What is the first thing? What do we go over?
What the questions?
Not the questions,
Oh,
but
the
this is
first
off to a good start, eh?
Yeah. What's the first thing? Let's go through with the questions that
Yeah.
people ask. Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah, there's like
let's,
16 I got put in the list.
let's put that up.
We
Let's
can
pull that
blast
up.
through them.
Okay, first one. Insta questions. What BJJ has done for your life? The fulfillment. You first.
This
you
is from
first.
McKelty. This is McKelty's question.
But let's not name and shame. Let's not name
Oh,
and
no,
shame.
no, it's not naming and
shameful,
shaming.
but like, come
Yeah.
on, we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's given me everything in life. Yeah. Nah. What has it done for me? Probably just provided me something to learn extra. I feel like a top dog. I feel like a heavy whenever I walk in a place. I'm like, yeah, look at me. Nah. I think it's just another skill that I learned. I don't think it's just connected me with people that I feel like have a desire to grow. Good friendship group, good community. That's probably about it. I don't think it's done like when people are like, oh, it made me more disciplined and all this. I'm like, bro, shut up, eh? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
It saves my life, bro.
yeah, it's just another. It's so weird when people do that stuff. Like they try to make it culty. Like, oh, I had no discipline before. I'm like, bro, it's just another Like, it's just a hobby,
Then
eh?
the weekend comes, goes out, gets on the piss, gets on it again.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, back Monday it was grateful.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just another learning like something to learn, another skill to acquire. And I think the cool thing is that like sometimes when you're going throughout day-to-day life, it's like a bit mundane. But I feel like in jits or like it's pretty like it gives a high level of dopamine, like in the sense that you can always learn something. You come across another problem, and I like that, the problem-solving idea of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If you can get good at jiu-jitsu, if you can get good at this thing, then you can get good
Yeah.
at anything
Yeah.
that you want to.
Now for me, jits definitely first thing is always it's always going to be the physical thing, just the ability to actually have physical prowess of other people. That's always going to be like the number one thing for me, because that gives you confidence, just knowing you can beat other people up. Knowing you can beat other people up and fuck them up, that's always reassuring. Like you said, when you walk into somewhere and you know the top dog. If you feel useless, here's one for you guys. If you feel useless and absolutely shit, and you walk into a room and you don't feel like you belong, just ask yourself this question: can anybody in here fuck me up? If the answer is no, yeah, sweet, good, you're the man. But yeah, I think that's like the main thing, just that type of fulfillment in the sense of giving the true self-confidence. That and the ability to network.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing as well. Oh, not number one thing, but like that's another like great thing about it is your ability to network is so good. Like your ability to like sort of jump the queue. Like usually in life, you would have to build yourself up or like have to like put in the hard yards to actually be able to network with certain individuals from like certain parts of society. With jits, you're rubbing elbows with like all types of people, so you can jump the queue really fast, job opportunities, etc. You just jump the queue. That and the problem-solving aspect, the bit of a tism there. We all like that. We all love that problem-solving
A little bit
aspect.
of the tism, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the number one aspect is physical power. Physical prowess. Number 2 is ability to network. It's just so good. And number 3 is the problem-solving. To you, big man.
I thought it was like my favorite thing. It's like the coolest thing I've done, and
Real life video game?
yeah, I just enjoyed it so much. Yeah, I dropped out of uni to just do more jiu-jitsu. So
Smart man.
yeah,
Well, were you in your final year or?
close to final year.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so it's definitely a dumb thing to do, and especially at the time, it was like, I don't know if you can make any money. It was, there's a lot of
Have
uncertainty.
you got a
But
hex set?
yeah, I've got a hex set. Yeah.
I don't, so.
Oh yeah, smart man. But yeah, I just enjoyed it a lot, and I like to do it. If I can keep doing it forever, that'd be sick.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
What were you studying again?
Engineering.
Yeah.
Oh,
Engineering.
explains the problem solving.
Yeah, engineering at
Explains the
UQ.
problem
Yeah,
solving.
I took the Ryan Hall.
At UQ.
I saw Ryan Hall, so he was similar to me, super skinny, kind of flexible. He was doing engineering, didn't want to do it, dropped out, lived in the gym,
When I
trained.
first met you and out in Yoronga in the garage during lockdowns, and you're hard out on the Ryan Hall buzz.
Yeah,
and then, like, dude,
Ryan Hall.
You're like
The intelligence build.
Yeah, like you're full intelligence, like mage, like low level mage. And you're like,
Yeah.
after the
No
session-
strength though. No strength.
Like after the, I was like, what are you guys up to after? He was like, I'm gonna go watch Ryan Hall stretching DVD.
Yeah. Oh, the Ryan Hall stretching DVD that helped me get flexible. If you want to get flexible, watch that. It's on YouTube for free.
Yeah. Okay.
Question number 2.
Question number 2.
Oh shit.
There might be some weird ones there. So.
might be.
Okay, number 2. Where did the three of us all meet? Who came up with the podcast idea? The idea of the podcast.
Was it Steven? I think Steven might have.
I had an idea, like, it was about a year ago. I think I came up to Jimmy and Dave and I was like, oh, man.
Because I used to have one before. During
Yes.
the COVID times. That was
Yeah.
so
He
good.
did
It was
have-
Knows Nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Good
still around.
podcast.
I still keep that unlisted. If people ask me for the links here and there, like, I send it out sparingly.
But I think it was just, it was an idea that I had probably like a year ago. And then I was like, oh, Jimmy would be good to have on it. And then Dave came on it too.
I kind of crashed. I kind of just
No,
invited
no,
myself.
it actually
in.
worked out. It
Like
actually
I
worked
said,
out.
I'm happy you crashed. That was awesome.
It's actually,
needed that.
it actually works out quite good because we're actually like, I feel like all of us are like quite,
Weird?
We're like a continuum of like red pill and it's not red pill, but like Dave, they not red pill, but like Dave is like, you know, a bit more like, what would you
Gay?
say? No, I don't mean it like that. No. Like a bit more approachable, a bit more nice, yeah?
A bit more gentle.
Yeah,
maybe.
gentle.
Very,
Yes.
very down to earth,
Yes.
calm,
Yes.
calm.
And I'm in the middle. I feel like I'm like can be either or, yeah. And then you are just hard out red pill on the other section.
I'm truthful.
You're truthful.
Yeah, keep it real, keep it real.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Yeah. So it's quite good. We have a three
Well,
like
if people
yeah.
want to hear the truth, then that's even better.
Yeah. But where did we meet? We meet we met
I first
yeah.
met you down at when Coco with Ed Coco's gym
Yeah.
down in the Goldie just a bit before lockdown.
What was the name of Coco's gym?
We
Little
rolled.
Knowledge? No, yeah, we rolled.
We roll. Was it
yeah.
we roll? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they had a little bit of a
that
kerfuffle.
obviously that
Didn't work out.
that ordeal.
Yeah.
But that's where I first met you. It was early in the mornings. I'd come down, I'd drive down from Logan early in the
Yeah.
mornings to go train in the Goldie. This is before Lachlan left.
Yeah.
Lachlan Wallace.
Yes.
If you
What
want-
year is this?
This is like 2019.
This was when you were a blue belt and I
No,
was.
I
a
just
blue
got my
belt.
purple.
Oh,
I
you
just got
just
my
had your
purple,
purple.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're real quiet.
You were training. We were training in the gi. I
Sometimes,
remember
yeah.
that,
And I was like, I was fucking hating it. I'd
Who
get annoyed.
was the
It was there
brown
was,
belt under?
It was Julian.
Julian. Yeah, yeah.
It was so Jacob got him over.
Yeah.
So because Jacob was living with Coco.
Yeah.
And then Jacob got Julian Banner.
Yeah.
So Julian Banner, he was a brown belt under Henzo Gracie Philadelphia. He's one of the head coaches out at the Vault in Philadelphia, which is a gym up in Philly. Yeah, he's actually really good. Julian was nasty, man. For like a small dude, like 66 kilos. Like fuck, he was on point.
Yeah.
Like some of the back attack shit he was doing to me, like he was the one he would do the citizen's arrest on me.
Oh,
That's when I
yeah,
found
yeah.
out about citizen's
Yeah.
arrest, and I was like, bro, I just felt like this sharp pain on my shoulder. He would like one arm strangle me. I'm trying to defend, and just like wrist behind the back. I'm like, what the fuck's that?
It would have been sick.
That's why I first met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I first.
But I
met
don't
you.
even think we were like really at a chat.
No,
Like I
no.
just remember I was big back then, like pretty jacked. And then I rolled with you, and then I was like, not today, like a while back, I was like, what do you think of me? He's just like, oh, quiet Egyptian boy. Quiet Egyptian
Yeah,
boy.
you're just really quiet. That's why. And then I remember you. Then you.
Steven being quiet. That's so
I don't
weird.
even, the
eh?
thing is, I don't even remember. I just remember it was literally.
Steven's
us
quiet
four.
with his brother. When he's with his brother, he kind of takes a back seat a little bit. It's interesting.
Well, why are we bringing up?
It's just interesting. It's just
And
interesting.
then after that, I remember we would talk a lot because you moved up to Brisbane, and you were looking for a gym to train at.
Right,
You wanted
right.
to come train.
The
You wanted to
craziest
come
thing-
train here, and
yeah.
then the thing is, just as you moved up and wanted to come train here, I just had ACL surgery.
Yeah.
I just had ACL reconstruction,
Yeah.
and then you ended up going to One Purpose at
And
Bond.
that's where we met,
Yeah.
me and Steven.
You- wait,
Yeah.
actually,
But I met you. But then back again, I met you in the garage in Yoronga.
Yes. I remember when I walked in the door, I see you playing chess. And I'm like, that's Jimmy. That's the guy. That's the guy that's beating everyone in the absolute. And I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, bro.
was-
Like, getting to train with Jimmy was like, I was like a bit like, oh, shit.
That was in the garage. It was you, Jono, and Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Yeah,
Lee.
me and
Me and Lee were like, oh, dude, we get to train with James.
No, that was a good session because we did heaps of positional rolls.
Yeah, we did a lot of
Dude, he
positional.
had the most unpassable guard. I was getting real fucked off. With this dude's guard, but I'm like, fuck this guy. Yeah, and then he's like, yeah, after this, I'm gonna watch Ryan Hall's DVD. Go watch his flexibility.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of DVDs back then.
You were.
Just training and DVDs. Just
Yeah, well, you got like I remember the document that you sent me. They've sent me a document once, and I was like, oh, bro, what's in this?
I don't think you ever
document?
read it though.
I looked at the photos, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like literally like 200 pages of just like jits content. Yeah, instructionals.
Nah, it was more than that.
More?
this
How
guy-
many pages?
Yeah.
How many pages?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was
Yeah.
enough
Yeah,
where
literally.
the Word document stopped working well, so I had to make a second one.
Yeah, you had a content page where it's like the hyperlinks to like
Yeah.
specific. I was like, oh man, this
Yeah.
guy structured it pretty well. But no. And then actually, and then
We met at one purpose.
We met when your clavicle was like fully
Yeah, I broke my
broken, yeah.
collarbone.
Dude, I know I was just before that as well. I was still teaching at Open Mat. Do you remember that's when you, Max, and Ethan would come?
Max Stedel.
Yeah, Max Stedel, you, and then Ethan. And every Wednesday, you three would always come and they always try to come after me. And I'm like, fuck, this is getting real harder and harder. I was like, these guys are actually learning, getting wise to my shit. I was like, oh, fuck, dreading Wednesday middays.
Yeah.
It's some fun times, man. I think because I just got my brown belt then and I just started teaching a lot more.
Yeah.
That's when I started, I was teaching at 5 gyms at one point. That was fucked. That was fucked, but good.
That was fun time during the COVID times when you couldn't train.
Yeah, everyone goes, oh, guys, I'm doing online privates.
Yeah.
And it's just having 10 people. Yeah, it is online privates, and then there's 10 people coming over the garage, and my sister's like, "What's going on?" My sister's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I gotta make money.
Yeah.
But no, I remember we didn't chat too much.
I was actually trying to keep you away a little bit.
And then
we'll keep chatting over the years,
Right.
but just through Instagram.
yeah.
And then you wanted to get us
Yeah.
a spot here, and then I put in a good word for you. But yeah.
Right, that was good. But yeah, we didn't chat too much because I was chilling out with Adrian.
Yeah,
and
you
then-
were friends with Adrian.
And then when you started coming
Adrian
back-
Wotherspoon.
Yeah. But the funniest thing, do you remember? So I actually did this, all the high, not high profile people somewhat, like in Brisbane. You, Sabbath, Devin, all those boys. Do you remember when I made the burner account and I just randomly message you guys?
No, that was the best one.
Was that Beers? Absolutely.
That was the best one because
He'd come in and try to message me randomly, and try to troll me, and then I would troll him even harder back. And it got to the point, I was out trolling him and he couldn't handle it. He just stopped messaging me, and I just started sending him pictures of random dudes' faces. I'm like, what do you think? I'm like, what do you think? And he's like, I'm like, come on, what do you think? Let us know. And I was like, bro, do you know Ricardo?
That's pretty funny. You remember how many
And I
somewhat
always
famous?
wondered who it was. I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
wondered who it
Bro,
was.
I would message Sabbath on that account.
You messaged Flanagan too.
I messaged Flanagan.
Flanagan was actually- he
Flanagan
spoke to him
would
a lot.
respond. I messaged Reese Allen. Reese Allen responded, bro. Yeah. And they're just like, oh, who is this? But I remember I was messaging.
Where is Reese Allen? I swear he's like.
Yeah, that is actually.
I did. I looked at one the other night. And I couldn't.
He got
find
second at trials and then it just
I think he just-
disappeared.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. He's been competing a lot there, dude. He's at one point he was Australia's best judoka in terms of competitive achievements. I think he was.
I remember when he beat Ethan Thomas. That was when I was like, holy.
Well, dude, he was. I think he was junior European. He won the Euros. I think he got second in the Euros. I can't remember.
Maybe he's one of those people that just gets so good, and then after he's done that, he's just like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
like
worth
next
it
thing,
anymore. Yeah, next thing.
I don't know.
We don't know him to that level.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Reese
guys.
Allen.
Next question, number 3. Any plans to interview anyone for the podcast?
We've spoken about it. We could definitely get more people, but for
Might
now,
even get a UFC fighter.
yeah,
to-
UFC fighter. But for now, I think it's just better for us to build the habit, and then eventually we
Yeah.
could get some of the coaches.
Will happen. Long story short, will happen.
Will happen.
Will happen.
In the works. Not yet, but
Wheels turning slowly. Does training gi make you better at no gi?
I would say, yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
It seems like all the gi players that go to Nogi have super good guards. Like Levi, Lucas Kennard, their ability to pummel in, that last pummel is just
that high pummel.
crazy.
It's interesting you put it that way. It's easier for a gi guy to come to no gi than a no gi
100%.
guy to go to the gi.
100%.
But mind you, every time I'm in the gi, I'm very aggressive with the grip breaks and everything. I would say to an extent, yes, the gi does, but it's not going to be as game changing. If anything, I would see it as a conditioning type thing as well, and also a problem solving aspect because you do have a lot more problems, but you also do have a lot more tools to work with to solve problems. So yes,
Also, it seems like the level in the gi I think is still higher
Oh,
than no gi.
it is. But the thing is the talent pool for the gi, because
Like the amount of Brazilians that I have no idea whose name they are.
and they only want to train the gi. That's the thing. The turnover rate's really fast. It's like you can have one guy win the world's one year, then like 2 years later he's irrelevant.
Yeah,
he's
it's
irrelevant. He's like
crazy.
he's good, but he's not great. And then it's this new thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I would agree it's good for guard. I think the main thing is that you probably get a good guard, good fundamentals of guard, because
Yeah.
the guard retention's so much harder and it's so much more relevant. Like you don't see as many wrestle ups disengaged with gi.
Also, I think the gi punishes you more if they get like chest to chest.
yeah,
it's-
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like you have to keep those
Yeah.
frames. If anyone goes chest to chest gi,
Yeah.
they get like lapel. Like,
Yeah.
you're screwed.
tied up a lot.
Yeah.
I would say, as you're saying.
I would say, like, so if anyone was going to do it, like gi and then transition to no gi, I definitely think starting off in the gi, but I think it starts to plateau in a sense where it's just like, hey, bro, just do no gi. Like, you know what I mean? Like, focus on what you actually want to get better at. But definitely gi, it's not going to make you the best at no gi, but it can definitely help in aspects. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I would say do both.
Yeah.
Why not do both?
Why not?
Number 5, best travel plus training competing experience.
Or this is you two, yeah?
Well, I trained with Imanari a couple weeks ago. He
Oh, nice.
no, another guy popped my ankle, and then Imanari took my ankle after that. So that
Fucking
was,
hell.
that was pretty fun.
I think
Yeah, I was actually so upset after that train session.
so that's your favorite. So that's your favorite travel competing experience just done recently.
Yeah, just getting
Well,
beat up. Trials for you?
Well, I've only done twice. I would say. Well, and then you had England.
Oh, that would
That was- that
You
was-
trained with like Ross Nickel.
Yeah, that was good actually. I enjoyed that one. It was like 2 weeks in London.
That would
But
be
it's like
cool.
I said, it just reminded me of Auckland.
I remember you telling me they were all doing like full Nelson and stuff like that.
no,
half
no,
Nelson, like crazy
fucking
shit
nah.
like that.
So you had O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan was just fucking. You know how you would like get a half Nelson,
Yeah.
but he would do like a full Nelson with one arm, and I just would watch him repeatedly.
Like extend it. For
Yeah, like he would get you like you know how you'd go meat hook, like you go through the pec grip. He would start doing that and then punching it all the way through, and then pulling your elbow all the way back behind your head with one arm. Like some of the evil shit that guy was doing in the training room. There was one he tried to fool. You know when you get double unders on them, but you get your chest over their head. He was trying to do that to me, and I was having to like fucking peek out and then like wrest his bridge out of it. But I was like, bro, I fucking know what you're doing, cunt. And I was just like, oh, like.
McKelty came with you as well.
Yeah, McKelty. That was an interesting experience living with McKelty for 2 weeks. But it was good. To be honest, I enjoyed that. Like, dude, like the time zone was so fucked. We'd wake up at like 2 a.m. and I was like eating cereal. I was like, bro, do you want to play chess? And he's like, he's sitting on the couch playing chess till like 7, 8 in the morning, waiting until class would start, and then would go to London Grapple. So we'd go London Grapple. We'll go London Grapple on the mornings.
So that's Ross Nichols.
Yeah, and then we'll go Submission Grappling Club or O'Flanagan's gym at the time. Him
Is
and
it Los Bandidos now? Is that-
yeah. O'Flanagan and Sylvia's club, like fucking Sylvia would kill us as well. It was like a cube. It was just a cube. Like, you know, in Street Fighter, how the training room is a cube. It was that you'd walk into there, like, you know, in the fucking loony bin, how they'd put the person like in the cube, and it's like just a padded, everything's all padded.
yeah.
That was that room. That was that room, bro, and it was sick. Like, Sylvia was mean, man. He had some fucking good stand up, like really good effortless stand up. Like, wouldn't shoot or anything, just really good judo.
Yeah.
really good judo, and just nasty.
What about Ozbek?
Ozbek was there, yes.
Yeah.
Ozbek was there. He had some good judo as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
he had some good judo. But yeah, that was the one that stood out to me. I enjoyed Singapore though. Singapore was fun with you guys.
What about for you, Sim? Maybe.
I think,
Taliesin?
yeah. Oh, I think I haven't gone too far internationally to travel, but I think I trained with Taliesin.
Yeah, you
Did
said he beat you
Taliesin.
up.
Yeah, he beat me up. Taliesin was quite strong. I trained with Seb. I went to grapple education. That was alright.
Sebastian Attal.
Yeah.
I'm still
trained
waiting
with
for
him.
that $1,000.
Give him the $1,000, bro. That was pretty good too. But I think like the level here is quite good. Anytime I go, it's just rather.
Yeah, I remember you saying that like the Brisbane talent's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you weren't especially blown away by the Sydney talent.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is, they got a bigger pool of
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
That's the thing I noticed as well. Like Sydney, Melbourne, they've got just a lot more. They just got a lot more talent to pick from. Just just due to population.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing I noticed about over in England as well. Just
Yeah.
the population. That wise, yeah.
That's probably a thing. It's just further confirmations. Like literally, when I go to these places, you're like, "Oh, bro, these guys are gonna blow," and I'm just like, "Oh, bro, we're pretty good." Like with the talent pool here, they, as you said, they're just too many. And then what was it?
Didn't you hit a corkscrew toe hold on someone as well?
Nah,
We can sneak that.
no.
None of these ones-
Bro,
none
you
of
know
these
what the
ones-
funniest thing?
Gonna
This
get a few angry messages
this
about-
is-
and
this-
then one of us three is gonna read it on the fucking.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, who's this meant for? Who is this meant for?
Bro, because you boys know when I go, like when I train, I just train in like Kmart gear or whatever. Like, yeah,
Kmart.
Yeah,
Kmart
the
gear.
day one trial class outfit.
Yeah, Kmart sponsor me. But yeah, literally remember when we went and Isaac was doing the seminar, the one that we
Isaac
went late for?
Michelle, yeah.
And then all these bro, I still have that role. But all these boys, like, because I go in just normal clothes, they're all like, oh, white belt and all that stuff. Like, they don't ask. They just think I'm garbage, yeah? But then when I roll with them, because they're going so light, I sub them, and then they're like, oh, you're pretty good, man.
That's
And
a good
so
strategy, good
It's
strategy.
not bad. So if anyone wants to sub anyone good, go to a seminar in normal attire.
And just look a bit confused.
Yeah,
like you don't know what's
confused.
going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Deception.
Yeah.
Deception.
Main thing is deception.
Yeah.
Next, next question: who cooks the best food? I don't fuck. Next question: who cooks the best food? Yeah, I don't really fucking cook. So
Yeah,
it's
just cook
between these two.
ingredients and then just mix it up. And
Yeah.
Oh, I just
Like egg,
this guy I
tuna.
just cook ingredients and just mix it up.
Yeah. Well, like it's not real cooking. It's like you get some eggs, you get some meat, you get some rice, and you just.
And you cook and you cook it, so it's
Yeah.
not real cooking, but you cook it, right?
Okay. Well, I think cooking is like making, I don't know, like a meal and like you chop things up. and then...
you made a meal there though. You got.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I
guess
just
so.
have an ethnic mum that cooks for me.
Okay,
That's
good.
So we don't. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
rid of that.
yeah.
Next one. When should I get on gear? Wow.
I think wait until you're like 35, 40. I think for the most part, once your T's drop, then you can maybe consider it.
My one is, what are your goals? What's the outcome here? That's the number one thing. What are your goals and what's the outcome?
Yeah.
And what are you looking for as well? What are you looking to achieve? Overall, sort of general just wellness of life. That's cool. I'm all for that. Competitive wise, fair enough. You do that. But I will say I am not a medical professional. So if you are going down that avenue, fucking go seek some medical professionals' help. And don't go to your fucking GP, okay? You're going to get some fucking skinny cunt, some skinny or some fat cunt telling you shouldn't do this and that when they can't fucking look after themselves. So if anything, if you are going to go down that route, I think you should get it done properly. And also look at lifestyle as well. A lot of these things can be sort of, how do you say this? Long story short, a lot of things can be done without actually having to jump on gear, and you just need to make a few lifestyle changes, etc. You know, eating right, getting enough sleep. You know, even looking at there may be times you might be micronutrient deficient. You know, maybe look at that stuff like that. Maybe even overtraining and stuff like that. So before you jump on, take those things into account. But if not, fucking do what you want to do.
I think that's right. It's all based on goals. I think it's like if you've only been like not even training in gym for a year or two, what's the point? Like you haven't even maxed out your natural capacity. Max out your natural, then after you've done that, then you can hop on gear. But it's cool in Jits house. Like people are pretty open on like if they're taken. There's no more like hiding.
There's not as much of a stigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good that it's honest. Like bro, just like don't have to just be honest about it. You know what I mean?
Next question: how to grow social media
How to grow social media.
content? Yeah, that's just putting out content.
Yeah. Just seeing what sticks, it seems like.
It just seems like posting frequent content. Like you do it pretty well. Like now,
Yeah.
as of late, I started doing it a bit more, just
Yeah.
posting up more stories and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it seems nowadays, like you want to be doing the reels, etc. Because
Yeah.
those like 10-second clips, which does capture their like attention span. Because right now, everybody's reality is we only got the attention span for 10 seconds
Yeah.
or 3 hours. We're either watching a 3-hour-long podcast or we're fucking full on TikTok brain. Like,
Actually,
swipe,
I actually
scroll,
hate
scroll.
it, bro. I think I do it not because I like it, but it's a necessity. But like, I just think like, bro, we've lost all ability to interact with each other. We're so like on our phones. Like we've even made a rule, like whenever we go to gym, we put the phones away.
Dude, like yesterday, but it happened. That's why I was like, yesterday we ended up doing gym straight after training.
Yeah.
And then it was like you caught me when we were doing fucking bent over rows. Not even bent over rows, fucking cedar rows.
And you're like, oi, oi, oi. And I was like, yeah, put my phone down. And then fucking, I went and did all my exercises. I come back and I see you still sitting on the thing
Yeah,
on your
bro,
phone.
freaking.
I'm like, wait, can't fucking hurry up.
It seems like today's age, like so many people, like for example in jiu-jitsu, you don't even have to be the best. You could be mid-tier. There's so many mid-tier people, not even mid-tier, garbage people, the blind leading the blind, and they will have,
100%.
and they will have, and they will have a social media following, and then you're like, bro, you're so garbage, eh? Like you don't even know what you're doing.
But then
Hey, like we can say that, but then that pays.
Respect to them for
Yeah,
getting
that's
there.
the game. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have a
And
lot.
if
But
anything, it's not that it's speed. It's speed and aggression. Like man, if they
Yeah.
can just pump shit out.
Yeah.
A good example of it, you look at the lawnmower, the one that's used to fucking trim the pubes and shit. No. What happened was their marketing was so good, but the actual technology was really shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that they could actually market so well and
Yeah.
actually sell a lot of product,
Yeah.
so by the time that was used as R&D, so
Yeah.
by the time it got 3, 4, 5 models down,
Yeah.
they'd already started getting better and better. But the marketing, you see how the marketing and just the fact that they could just pump shit out.
It's probably the same with like honest Anaconda braces. Probably terrible. Yeah, they're not good. They're just very
really?
cheap. Yeah, they're not good. Yeah,
Then they can pump
They're
it out.
so
and then
good.
After time, once the revenue comes up, then now they can
Yeah.
actually change the design. Cause
yeah,
you got, yeah.
100%. What's the next question?
What's something in BJJ you hate?
Say that again.
What's something in jiu-jitsu you hate?
oh, I've got one. You know when someone goes like, oh, bro, like my knees hurt, my shoulders hurt, and then they start off light. So then you're going light, and then out of nowhere, they just up the ante, and you're like, oh my god, this can't, right?
My one that I hate the most is those people that talk about that they're about the life. They talk about being this hard out fighter, this badass, and fucking training down the mats. Comes to it, training, they do fucking one roll. They're not even fucking. They're all just doing a post for the fucking Instagram. Yeah, that one, like, doing those ones, like, they just do one roll and then post something like, yeah, fucking salt down the mat.
Jiu-jitsu is life.
Jiu-jitsu is like, yeah, mat full of killers. I'm one of them. The ground is my ocean. It's like, brev. Like, brev.
You're a one-strike white belt.
It's like, bruv. It's like, bruv. It's like, bruv. That or you get that chick. You get that chick that comes to the trainings all fucking doled up. Comes all trainings to doled up. Does one roll or not even does a roll and just is like, yeah, goes in the mirror and takes a photo and be like, yeah, it's done jiu-jitsu. And it's like, the fuck?
Bro,
Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Actually, something
Don't pardon my language.
something that actually annoyed me, bro. It was actually, I agree with you.
What is
When
it, bro?
When people like turn it up, you're like light and turn it up. But something that annoyed me last Saturday, 2 boys from, bro, I'm gonna call them out. Lemos came here, and they didn't roll with anyone except each other. And I was like, bro, you're coming to an open mat and you're just rolling with each other. Like, piss off. Like, you're just taking up mat space. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing an open mat, you don't have to roll with everyone, yeah? But you definitely should roll with other people because that's the whole point of open mat. You're just taking up space. But I think they were from Lemos. I'm not calling out Lemos. Yeah. But, like, pretty much they were wearing the Lemos thing. But, yeah, that's pretty annoying. But, yeah, just anyone that does that, I think you have... Yeah, I think
I can
he's-
already see Lemos posting.
No.
Typing. You just hear the typing noise.
No. But that you got to agree. That is pretty retarded, eh?
Yeah.
The only thing I can understand is they're maybe scared and stuff like that. They're scared, but like, then what's the point of fucking going?
I'm assuming it was like kind of like an antisocial. We're our own group. We don't
Yeah,
want
but bro,
to
you're
talk to
coming to
anyone.
an open mat. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, the whole point is to roll with different bodies.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be
this is good, this is
competition.
good.
Yeah. Oh, right, freaking yeah. Just annoying.
Relax, cuz.
Just
Relax,
annoying.
cuz.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Where do you see BJJ in the next
10 years, then the next decade. To be honest, I see it just more refined. Oh, fuck, you could say more refined.
The cycles, bro.
The cycles. Oh yeah, cycle on cycle. What cycle we on? I think if anything, the arts, like now that by then all the grappling arts are just gonna be
Put together.
fused together even more. It's gonna what
100%.
we consider now is like really high level meta is gonna be the basic new norm. That's all I can see.
It's just grappling, bro.
Just pretty much grappling.
Grappling.
Like that's as much as I can put it. Like
What do you think?
I agree.
I think I agree with that. I think let's think about it in terms of monetary. Then, do you feel like careers are going to be able to be made?
Yes. I think that's going to be. I forgot about that aspect. Yes, it's going to be a more mainstream sport because now it's more.
We're seeing like celebrities do it and stuff like that.
Well, Siri's been doing it for ages, but they will do it, just for that buzz, and some of them be getting bouts without even fucking rolling. Don't want to name any names.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets to that stage, eh? It would be sick, like the opportunities that we missed out on, where it's like you couldn't make. It's not like viable to make unless you start a gym. Like people can just be like, you know, make a bit of coin from it. Right now, the way that people are making it is like you got to do classes and then privates and then start your own gym. But it would be sick if people could get like a proper salary from it, some good money. Yeah, awesome.
Next one, best tactics to humiliate training partners, obese ones. Fuck, my one is just citizen's arrest. If I could, okay, any standing submission, any standing strangle, any standing joint lock, I would. That's my jam. And yeah, it's something like a citizen's arrest, like maybe a standing shoulder lock or wrist behind the back, face down into the mat with the knee behind the head. Like stop resisting. Stop resisting is my favorite. That's always going to be my favorite. Yep.
That's pretty good.
And low effort foot sweeps. If you just low effort foot sweeps, yep, into the standing submissions, whatever.
Yeah.
That's all me. That's what I have to say.
I don't really humiliate people too much.
Humiliating.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Probably like mother milk. Yeah, that's a good one. Foot sweeps definitely really good, and then you just stare at them and like, bro, you.
Yeah, who was
suck.
the church boy that came in?
Ben.
Yeah, shout out
Foot
Ben.
sweeps are so good to hit. Yeah, that's probably you do more of this than anyone. Yeah, you just citizens arrest people.
Yeah, citizens arrest.
Yeah, I've literally seen this guy grab a person in the gi by the belt and the collar and literally drag him on the mat. Do you remember that? And
When I was behind them, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
one. And
Yeah.
he that was funny as I remember teaching class, and like when you get behind them and you grab
Yeah.
the collar and you grab the belt,
Yes, yeah.
and you're a shadow, and they try
Yeah.
to turn and face you, and you just go, whoop, whoop,
What
whoop,
what,
whoop.
what was happening? He came in 4-stripe white belt and he was just injuring people. And then what happened? Emmanuel was like, "What?"
No, it wasn't Emmanuel.
No, what
like
happened?
I just saw him doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, sweet. He's gonna roll with me, and gotta restrain the citizen.
Gotta do perform a citizen's arrest.
It was so bad. Did he come back? He did come
he
back.
did
yeah.
come back.
I actually think people
Respect,
I
respect.
think people actually, some people respect it when they get beaten up. They're like, bro,
Yeah.
I got to train here.
Yes. Next one. How many times has each member hoodied up? I've hoodied up numerous of times.
I've never hoodied up.
Yeah, I don't got a hoodie on now, so. But it's cold. The weather's been cold lately, so.
We're going to hoodie up again.
Yeah, you gotta probably hoodie up. Tonight, maybe. Maybe depending on the weather if it's really cold. But I think I'll just wear my my polo. I'll wear a polo tonight.
Awesome.
I'll wear a polo tonight.
I don't own a hoodie.
You don't know
I
the
don't know hoodie.
What about you, David?
Nah. I haven't crossed that line yet. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
One day I'll cross the line of
What's
hoodie.
up
No?
with hoodie up?
Saving myself, you know?
What are you saving
Saving yourself.
What are you saving yourself?
Man
for?
of God. Man
You're
of
a
God.
man of God. Wow.
I've taught him well.
What's got good to do with it? You know, would you wear a white hoodie, like you know at church, like a white robe?
Maybe, maybe.
Right, freaking
Depends how the food is, you know?
the food.
Yeah.
Favorite passing.
Just like chest to chest. As long as if Toriander passing is good, but it can be a battalion, especially when you're fat.
Yeah.
So anytime you can get chest to chest, just lay on them. Easy.
Body lock, chest to chest, fan out, half done. I just love just grinding people out and watching them.
Bro,
watching
half
the
guard
wheel.
passing.
Yeah, just forcing half.
Dude, half guard passing is the best.
Forcing the half, funneling.
Remember
How
we
about-
did that? We did the instructionals on half guard passing.
Half guard passing, yeah. I think something that I've been playing around with is like Gordon released it. What was it? It's like high. What was it? The video.
Like camping?
Camping. High head
cam?
camping. Yeah. I feel like I've been doing that already, but like literally.
It's just like sprawling on it.
Yeah,
right?
literally hips through passing. I was showing you guys and I was like, oh, what's your ideas? I just feel like it prevents the high pummel quite well. You push your hips through. Like pretty much Tynan was doing it, the deadlift type passing, where you push your hips through and
Yeah,
deadlift
yeah.
it. Similar concept.
I've been doing that a bit
yeah,
more.
I think, we've been doing that a while, so yeah.
Nice. Next question.
Next question. What mistakes did you make as white belts that you wouldn't make now? I would say my one was. It's always the eagerness, particularly if you're young. Always the eagerness to do. You want to be doing everything. You want to be doing as much as you can as well. You don't want to be seen you don't want to be seen sitting out. You don't want to be seen not training in that sense. And like there's always that thing that's like, oh, this guy's training hard. He probably won't show up tomorrow, or this guy won't last. And there's sort of that sort of eagerness to sort of prove yourself in a sense. I think dropping that sort of idea is trying to prove yourself. Well, that's the mistake I had a lot. But in retrospect, like I think it still was good for me at the time because like I was it did like make me progress fast, but also like you do pick up a lot of injuries in that sense. Yeah, you know, because you're at the time you're young, and then you're like, no, I'm good, I can keep doing it. But it's like, dude, like, it's not so much of a sprint. Like at the start, you may think it's a sprint because you're trying to acquire all these skills and like upskill so fast. But it's more of a marathon, you know. But yeah, that's what I'd say I'm very guilty of, is making that mistake. That's one I made, one of the big mistakes I made. But yeah,
I'll say trying to get good at everything all at once. Like I remember I was trying to get good at stand up, playing guard, passing, submissions, and then it's like you're kind of bad at everything.
spreading yourself so thin.
It takes a few months to get good at like one or two things, especially when you first start. So like, I would say if you're first starting, get good at guard, upper body submissions, triangles, arm bars, then maybe sweeps, and then top passing, and then maybe stand up after.
I agree with that. I think if you're a white belt, an easy one to do is just look at who's coaching in the area, yeah? Even though, like, to be honest, not all gyms are made equal, yeah? And you can really fast track your training with just having a good gym with high level competitors that are monitoring, like,
good teachers.
Yeah, I think that's a big one. You can waste a lot of time just like going to a place where they're just garbage, yeah? So do your research. I don't think enough white belts do that before signing up.
Yeah, try a few different places.
Yeah, try. Like, literally try.
What teaching style suits you best, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think that's always the thing, like you said, not gyms are all made equal, and seeing what style of teaching, like, meshes with you, you know?
Yeah.
Next one, what's gayer? Reverse close guard or bottom dorsal Kimura, so basically somebody's got you in a north-south Kimura.
Yeah.
Both are pretty gay, I would say, like, very effective, but I would have to say, man, like, if somebody was to walk in the room and have no idea what the fuck's going on, the reverse close guard that's gonna look the gayest. That's gonna look the gayest.
The person that said bottom dorsal Kimura, bro. Chill out, big
Like
dog.
a fin.
it.
The
Yeah.
dorsal fin.
Dorsal.
Yeah, we get it. I know who you are. We get it, bro. We get it. We get it. Okay, we get it. You know your shit. You know your shit, bro. Intelligent.
Someone's been
Intellect.
watching the
Intellect.
Enter the System Kimura.
Yeah. Intellect, intellect with a K. Intellect.
Reverse close guard's pretty gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the gayness is spread
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Bro,
It's like
that's
50-50.
The funniest,
But I think the gayest thing is the person actually asking this question.
the funniest thing was Bob and was it
Kaya Rudolph?
Oh, that's
That's
a
a
good
great
edit,
one.
bro. That was such. They were in that position for like.
There's a similar position to that one as well. The scenario that happened like that. There was an ADCC 2007 Hani Yaya versus Leo Vieira in the finals. And that was in a deadlift one as well. He was lifting him up, and it's like
Honey Yaya won?
yeah, he strangled Leo into 07 Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we pull up the video or the footage and do a quick edit. Yeah.
Yeah, pull that shit up. We'll
Yeah, pull that shit up, Jamie.
And then last question as well. We're doing well for time. We're gonna teach class in like 10 minutes. But favorite grappler to watch?
I mean, easy one's Gary. That's like
Not too many.
your mom's favorite grappler.
Your mom's favorite?
Who else is cool?
For a while it was Gary, Ethan, Eddie. Even though
Dude, Andrew Tackett, the Tackett brothers, always
Did
exciting.
you see Tackett pretty much saying, because you know how the UFC has started their own jiu-jitsu thing?
Yeah.
How he's like, in the
like
bowl.
Beyblades. You
Yeah.
got Beyblades,
Yeah,
but it's with Beyblades.
Beyblades. And how he was like, oh, this is the best competition. It's crazy that people just like, I like Tackets. Yeah, they're good guys, but like,
good Christian boys.
yeah,
man.
good Christians. But
they're
like,
about
did
it,
you
bro.
see Craig's like message? He's
Oh,
like,
I
oh,
saw it,
company
yeah.
man. A
Yeah,
company
yeah.
man. Yeah.
I don't know. I think as well. Like sometimes, who else? You had you had Gary and all that. Halfer's always good.
Oh, half a minute,
yeah,
yeah.
Halfer's fucking.
The G.
He's like. Him. Oh, actually, here's another one for you, Enrico Coco.
Enrico Cook. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember him.
I liked Enrico, bro. He was like.
Him and Gary had a couple matches. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, man. They had some good and like, man, he's a scrapper. He's a really good scrapper. That's why I liked Enrico. He's a scrapper. Really good scrapper, man. Yeah.
Who do you think?
Oh, Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns, yeah.
Dorino.
Him and Kron. Kron was actually really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Kron was always going for the sub.
Yeah.
I remember he passed Leandro Lowe
Yeah, he did.
in the
passed
gi.
this guard and strangled him.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's fucked up.
And then remember when he armbarred JT Torres with the overhook
Yeah,
armbar?
no, yeah.
That was
And
crazy.
JT had been like grinding through that guard.
Yes.
Yeah, that was 2013 Abu Dhabi. There was a
Yeah.
lot that happened with that one actually. Yeah.
He won 2015 then.
Colasan's won the absolute. Keenan got second.
He got
Europe-
double silver,
Yeah,
right?
double silver. So.
So no
he got
JT
double bronze. He got double bronze. He got double bronze at
okay.
his first Abu Dhabi, and then he got silver, and he lost to Yuri in the finals of '88. Colasan's won the absolute. Adolfo Vieira won 99, I think, over 99. I think Orlando won. 77. Davi Ramos armbar. Lucas
Oh
Slippery.
yeah, the flying. Yeah, Lucas Slippery. Yeah.
And 66 Cabrina won because they didn't invite. They invite.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ref's decision over Hafa?
No, half of that was 2013 Abu Dhabi, but 2015 he won again. I think he beat Tanquinho in the finals. Yeah.
Oh, and Lachlan Giles fought Gilbert,
Yeah, he
and
got
Craig
armbarred
lost
to
to
Homolo.
Homolo. Kumori, he got Kumori.
Yeah. No, that was one. You know who
Skinny
was,
Craig.
You know who was actually really who was there that was really good. What's his name? I think it was Magomed. He beat he won. He was in 77 or 88. He fucking beat he strangled Benson Henderson. Magomed Abdul Kadirov. Yeah, Magomed Abdul Kadirov.
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
Back then he remembers these names. Nuts.
he was sick, bro. He was
Nuts.
sick. That's like one of the Dagestanis. He was sick. Because when he was one of the last guys to actually sub Mika. He fought Mika Galvão at
Was that the rear naked choke?
Copa Podio.
I saw that was
When
the
he
first match I ever watched from Mika, and I'm like,
and
this guy's
Mika
not
was
good.
a purple belt, yeah. And then I remember when he fought Ty when they put him up against Ty at one. They were all like, "Oh, who's this random guy?" I said, "Bro, Magomed Abdul Kadirov is actually really good." But yeah,
Who else?
who else are fair grapplers?
Covers a
Lachlan
lot.
Knights, Mills, Lachlan and Craig.
Yeah, I love
Fuck
Craig.
anybody this sick, yeah. Particularly Craig. Craig's pretty like, what you can break legs.
Craig was always exciting.
Yeah, Craig always was very efficient.
Yeah.
His EBI absolute.
Yeah,
When
but
it's-
he hooked
it's-
everyone.
And he lost to Gordon in the final, but it was like a quick kills to get to the final.
His
It was-
back step saddle entries was slick.
Well, you'll go belly down. He'll go belly down,
yeah,
ankle lock.
he
on
threatened.
the
Yeah,
primary.
he threatened it, and then you do the whoosh.
Yeah, I've been teaching that as well. I got to teach it. The Salvo.
That's slick.
I got to teach the Salvo. Now the Salvo for private. I got a private after the midday class, and I got to go teach that.
I think good competitors at the moment that I've been watching is Luke Griffith. I like his passing.
Yeah, look, Griffith's good.
He's a beast. Isaac, I like his passing, but it's interesting how his like submission rate has declined, and then
You guys can keep.
no,
No, we'll finish it.
Last
We'll
one,
finish
last
No.
one. And
This
then
is the
wait,
last one.
wait.
Because I got to teach class in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Bottom wise, who do you like that plays guard?
Diego Pato.
Diego
Diego Pato, man. Like that is like that is a nasty guard.
I think in terms of guard retention, Hafa always had
Yeah.
the best. He was
Yeah.
never out of position.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best.
Levi as well. Oh no, you know what I like watching? Joseph and PJ.
Yeah.
PJ Barch. Barch is a mean one, and
PJ
and-
Barch has always been
And
good.
he's getting older,
That's the
but
thing.
he's still sticking around.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
remember when
is-
PJ and Gordon fought at like a Zapatero.
Yeah, that was the one he fought. Gordon won that one, and
Yeah.
he beat Enrico in the final.
Yes.
He heel hooked Enrico. Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
That was a great. Wow,
Wow,
tournament.
that takes a while back, bro. That was like in a
Yeah.
little circle, like in a
Yeah.
circle. Fuck. Oh my
I
god.
think that would probably sum it up.
Yeah, awesome.
A lot of good grapplers. You just based on your style, what you like. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Awesome. Okay.
Episode 2.
Yes. Episode 2. So many questions done. Yeah.
We only covered questions. We wanted to cover other topics.
We need next time we won't do as many questions. We're gonna
Cover
probably
injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
And first comp experience as
let's
well.
do this next time. We're gonna only pick
at the
3.
camera.
Yeah,
Look at
next
the
time we're
camera.
only gonna pick 3 to 5 questions. We did all the questions today, 3 to 5 questions, but we're gonna discuss what we want.
I think we can do questions next time, but I just think scheduling just sort of killed us with this one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll get it sorted.
We'll get it
Us,
sorted,
us. Good topic.
Appreciate the questions. Thank you.
Us. Boom.
My
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. And then all of us interlock. Yes. Us. Yeah. See you boys. Us.
Nice.